So Chumley and Meepo have unfinished business in the Sunless Citadel. They were rescued from their massive fight with a load of goblins by some gnome friends from the gnome city of Ramira, which is not where Chumley originally set out from. That was Lugenberg, where he was working. Now the gnomes of Ramira healed Chumley and Meepo, and they also told them that the tin soldier which Chumley is searching for is actually somewhere in the Sunless Citadel, in the lower level, the Grove level. So they are going to go back and try and find it. So I'm using some bits from DM Yourself again, the 3 luck points. The rescue that happened is using the plot armor rules. So we've used 1 point of plot armor, and we don't get any more until we level up to level 4, and we can only use 5 points in our entire career. I'm also going to try using the Scarlet Heroes damage system and possibly the Frayed Eye as well. I'll see how that goes because I have Scarlet Heroes here. And yeah, apart from that, basic fantasy, and we'll see how we get on. So we're just going to explore the Grove level, make our way down again, and try and find the tin soldier by going through some of the encounters on this level. So as we head down to this first room here, it's an arboretum. Luminescent mists blur the edges of this octagonal chamber. Nodules of growing fungus dot both the stone walls and ceiling, as well as the caps of toadstools and mushrooms, small polyps, puffballs, lichens, and less identifiable growths. The humid air reeks with rot. So there are some monsters here, and do we want to sneak by them? I think that's going to be hard. Which one are we in? We are in... I'm figuring we come down the stairs here, so D contains 3 skeletons. What is it? No, 1 bugbear actually, 1 bugbear. Gardener clears scorched plants killed by the juvenile Thokwa, currently infesting area 49B. So, yeah, there's a bugbear, and he will immediately attack, basically. It doesn't like people sneaking around. So let's grab ourselves a bugbear and see how we get on. Well, I recently got the Pathfinder 1st edition beginner's box for all the swag that you get in it, but unfortunately none of the standees are a bugbear. So I'll grab this little fellow because I've not started painting my bugbears yet. So he's pottering around with a rake, and I think we're going to come to an argument because his job is to keep out trespassers as well as doing the gardening in this arboretum. So I think we're going to roll for initiative. He's the yellow one, Chumley, Meepo. Okay, that's awkward. So Meepo is going to go last. I think Chumley's going to fire off a sling stone, and he gets +2 to hit for that. Doesn't get a dex bonus. And he misses the 15, 20, 30. He's going to charge in and attack with a +3. Wow, that's a hit. He rolls D8 +1. That's 2 damage for Chumley. That's not a good start. So we are down to 12. Yeah. I'm going to struggle to remember this on it if I'm doing the Scarlet Heroes thing, but that was 2 damage, so it equals 1 hit point actually. So he's down to 13. We'll see how this works. Now it's Meepo who will wade in with his short sword he gets a +3 to hit total. 12, 13, 14. He swings his short sword and misses the bugbear. And now we're back at the top with Chumley with his weapon of sorts, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a miss. He swings with his mace, which he grabs from his belt. And the bugbear retaliates. They +3, 15. I've gone descending armor class, haven't I? Yeah, that's right. That's a 15. So that does hit Chumley. He rolls d8 +1 again. So that's 2 in total, 1 point of damage. Because of our Scarlet Heroes thing. Okay. Meepo launches in. +3. 20. Excellent. We won't do crits. So he rolls a d6 +1 for his short sword. And we translate that 1 + 1. So he does 1 damage to the bugbear. But we're going off its hit dice. So it goes down to 2. Because we're doing that Scarlet Heroes thing. And we're back at the top with Chumley standing here rolling dice at each other with a +4. That's a magnificent hit. So he rolls his d6 +1. 2, so that's 1 point of damage to the bugbear. He's down to 1 hit die. And the bugbear retaliates with a +3. That is a hit. d8 +1 damage to Chumley. 5, 6. So 6 damage does 2 points of damage. Okay. And now Meepo goes in for the kill. Not like that, he doesn't. He swings wildly with his short sword. And Chumley attacks. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, that's a miss. And d3 +3, that's 13. The bugbear attacks with its rake and misses Chumley, which ducks under it. And Meepo attacks with a +3. That's 16, that's a good hit. He rolls d6 +1 for his short sword. Oh, goodness sake. But that does defeat the bugbear. It wipes out its last hit die. Okay, the basic idea being to make the fights a bit shorter. Oops. So the bugbear, as we search it, has got quite a bit of treasure. 4d10 silver pieces, 2d10 gold pieces. Let's go for the gold. 1, so 40 gold pieces. And we saw 6, 9, 15, 17, 26. There we go, maths. 260 silver. Wow. We may as well take it. It's our job after all, so we have to earn a living. So we make our way through the Arboretum towards the next sort of area, which is a long chamber. The gallery, 2 areas are keyed to this entry, but only one possesses a bugbear. Well, we'll see about the bugbear. Nodules of luminescent fungus hang from the ceiling and walls and grow in clumps upon the flagged floor. The vaguely nauseous light illuminates portions of grand bas-relief carvings on the stone walls that are not covered with the selfsame fungus. The carvings all consist of dragons in various stages of raining fire down upon terrified humans, elves, dwarves, and other people. Soil and compost cover half of the chamber's floor, which allows a variety of grasses to grow. A bench containing simple gardening implements stands along the west wall. We've dealt with the bugbear, so we're going to move through here. And are we going to get a clue as to what awaits us? Like the big bad, is there one? Can we get a clue about that? No, we're not entirely sure what we're going to be facing, so. But there's a lot of gardening going on. So we make our way through that chamber. I think we're going to head towards rooms 53. An underpass. Damp and crumbled steps descend sharply. 10 foot wide, 8 foot tall stone corridor passes about 7 feet below area 49D. The steps descend 15 feet, connecting the passage on either side. However, the underpass intersects a vein of moisture, and it is in a constant state of disrepair. So we make our way down there, heading for the Grove Gate. 4 goblins sought twig and root piles on the floor of this sagging chamber. The collapsed southern wall opens on a vast cavern. Pustules of luminescent fungus on the rough walls and high roof loom over a twilight grove of sickly briars, bushes, saplings, and other woody plants. Ruined walls and hollow towers protrude from the briars like islands in the sea. Okay, we've got some goblins. They will gleefully abandon their assigned task of sorting to attack intruders. If things go bad for the goblins, they cry out for help. Aid as protector of the Twilight Grove. Okay. Build! I'm a goblin. Right. We'll deal with these goblins. So using these Scarlet Heroes rules, we would get a fray die for our fighters. And so I suspect we'll wipe out these goblins quite easily, but you never know. So let's roll initiative in the good old basic fantasy style, except not quite, because I'm just rolling 1 die for the monsters. So we've got Meepo, the goblins, and Chumley. So what's Meepo going to do? He's going to fire off a bit of... I'm sure I'll give him a short bow. I suspect these new Scarlet Heroes rules I'm using might make it very easy. So what have we got? Short bow does 1d6 damage. Okay, their armor class is 14. So Chumley will fire off with his bow, making his way over here towards the tree. Yeah. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7. No, that's a miss. The goblins will then attack. 5, 10, 15, 20 because they're armoured, so they're getting closer. Chumley will charge into these two, and he's going to use his fray die as well as his normal attack. So he's basically just going to slaughter them. I might drop the fray die. It's just going to wipe everybody out in a heartbeat, isn't it? It's not going to give much of a challenge. Not in this situation, anyway. He rolls with a +4, that's 19, he hits. And rolls d6 + 1. 1 + 2 is 1 damage. So he wipes out that goblin. Okay, now it's Meepo again. Meepo will draw his short sword, charge into these two, give it a +3. That's excellent. d6 + 1, 6, 7. So that 7 is 2 points of damage, and I will allow the damage to carry on from one to the other. So he just slashes their throats basically, and a bit bloodthirsty. And now it is this goblin's turn. Well, he's gonna do a morale check, I think. But actually, what it says in the book, he in the adventure, he's going to call out for help and start running for it, heading for the Twilight Grove. So now it's Chumley's go. Chumley's going to whip out his sling thing. So he gets +2 for that. Wow, that's a hit. And the sling does d4 + 1, 4 damage. That equals 1 point of damage, which is enough to slay the goblin. So for our version of the Sunless Citadel, I'm going to say that the evil influence and the control over the goblins is caused by an evil Treant. So I've grabbed the Treant rules from the Basic Fantasy rulebook, and we're going to have a boss fight because this guy's quite tough. So let's see how we get on. Yellow is the tree. So Chumley goes first, and Meepo and the tree goes second. Right, Chumley's going to fire off a sling. Okay, +4. That's not going to do it. The Treant's armor class is 19. We are in a world of trouble. So Meepo will fire off his short bow, getting a +3. Yep. No, 2. 15. That's not enough. We can't beat this, can we? Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. He's almost within range. I think his movement's 20. So, yes, 20. Okay. We're back to Chumley. He's going to draw his mace. Oh, we're going to need to be cunning. Who's got lots of hit points? Not Chumley. Chumley is going to get a torch and try and burn this thing and leave Meepo just for a second, just for a round, to engage it in combat. So while Chumley's doing that, Meepo will move up and attack with his short sword, getting a +3, 18, 19, 20, 21. That's fantastic. Rolls d6 + 1. That's a 6. So 6 is 2 points of damage. That is quite significant. So it goes down to 6 hit dice. But now the Treant gets 2 attacks, and it gets a +8 on both of them. Yeah, that's going to hit, and that's going to hit. Each one is 2d6 damage. So 3, that does 1 point of damage, and 7 does 2 points of damage. So that's 3 points of damage to Meepo. Okay, Chumley is going to do something with this torch that he's found. Chumley's going to attack with the torch, and a successful hit will do d8 fire damage, I think. Same as a flask of oil, but the tree being particularly vulnerable. So we'll try and hit for a start. Wow! Something 18, 19, 20, 21. That is a good hit. d8. 2. I'll give him +2 for his strength. 1 point of damage. So the Treant is down to 5 hit dice. Now it's Meepo's turn, going for another attack with a +3. He swings with his short sword, but the Treant is flailing about because it's kind of a bit on fire. And yeah, I think I ought to give the Treant a saving throw to put the fire out. What have we got? Dragon Breath, yeah. So it's going to roll a 13 or more because it saves as a fight at 8, and it rolls a 14, so it won't automatically suffer the same or slightly less damage next round unless Chumley hits again. Now I think it would be logical that the Treant would attack Chumley because just set him on fire. So, well, he's going to get a big hit bonus. But I guess with 2 attacks, you could just bash both of them. So it attacks Chumley, heading for a 15 with a +8. Wow, that's a hit. Wow, 11. That is 4 points of damage to Chumley. And it attacks Meepo with another +8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah. That is not enough to hit Meepo. He dodges out of the way. Okay, come on, Chumley. Attacking with the torch again. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That is not enough. Oh gosh. Right. Meepo, come on. That is not enough either. So the Treant is going to attack Chumley. 9. That is 2 points of damage to Chumley. And it attacks Meepo. 8. That is not enough, I don't think. 8 + 8, sorry, 16, yeah. Okay, it is enough. 2 points of damage, that is 1 damage. I think Chumley's going to try and step back and go for broke. Oh no, I can't. No, he's not. He's not going to be able to hit safely. Somebody's going to get damaged. Well, we're going to go for it. We're going to grab a flask of oil from our pack and just light it and throw it at the thing. And we'll use the missile target chart to see where it goes. Yeah, that totally misses. So where does it actually go? It's a D10 roll. Oops. 5. Oh no, it actually hits Chumley as well, but it is gonna affect the Treant. So the Treant takes 3, which is 1 point of damage. It wasn't worth it. But Chumley will also take 2 points of damage. He's set himself on fire. But I'm going to roll for the Treant save, which is a 13+, wasn't it? Yeah, see if it will take damage next turn. It fails, it will take more damage next turn. Okay, as it's on fire. Meepo will attack with his short sword and miss. The now flaming Treant will attack Chumley. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That is a miss, thank goodness. And it also attacks Meepo. 8, 16. That is a hit. Manages to punch. 6, 7. 7 equals 2 damage for Meepo. Now, however, it is still on fire because it failed to put itself out, so it will take more damage. 5. That is 1 more point of damage. It is down to 3 hit dice. I'll roll for it now to see if it can put itself out again. 13+. It manages to put itself out. But Chumley will attack again with the torch with a +4. Wow, 23. Excellent. Rolling for damage. 8 points of damage. And that equals 2 points. So it is down to 1. I'll check now while I think about it. Can it put itself out for the next turn, or will it take automatic damage? It will take automatic damage next turn. So Meepo attacks with his short sword and misses. This could be trouble. Chumley is probably going to use his luck. 17. He can't use his luck to re-roll an enemy's die, so we could be in trouble. 3. That equals 1 point of damage. Chumley is down to 1. He is barely on his feet. The Treant attacks Meepo. 11, 19, that's a hit. 10 damage, that is 4 points of damage to Meepo. Meepo is down to 5. But the thing is still on fire and takes automatic damage. That is 1. So unfortunately that equals 0 damage. Can it put itself out at this point? No, it can't. It's still on fire. Excellent. So Chumley will attack again with the torch. 20. 4. That is 1 point of damage. And thankfully we defeat the Treant. Oh, good grief. I thought we were going to lose Chumley again. So the Treant collapses into just a big pile of burnt wood. And inside its shell, inside the branches and the bark and such, we find that was trapped the tin soldier. Somehow the tree had tried to consume it, but was unable to do so. And the tin soldier was basically just trapped inside there. So now Chumley and Meepo are able to take the tin soldier back to Lurgenberg to complete Chumley's original quest. And they'll probably head back to the city of Ramira to see their known friends again. The Scarlet Heroes damage system, using the hit dice instead of hit points for the monsters. We almost got killed again, so it wasn't too easy. And we didn't use the fray die, which was probably a good thing, because it would have just wiped out those goblins in a heartbeat, which we almost did anyway. So that would probably make it too easy, because we've got 2 characters, and Scarlet Heroes is designed for 1 character, really, sort of. So that would have made it too easy if we'd used the fray die. But I think it cut down the fights to a decent length. You don't want them going on forever, because it's just rolling lots of dice. So that was that. Yeah, because I've been thinking about trying a different system for Chumley and Meepo, but I thought I'll be deciding on that until the end of time. So just introducing a little bit of something from Scarlet Heroes, and some of the bits I really like from DM Yourself, like the look, which we didn't use, and the plot armor, which we'll now be able to use again because we're going to level up to level 4.